something to say. Project Shadow starts now.
Hello everybody, how are you doing today? Welcome to Project Shadow. My name is Charlie. You might know me better as sci-fi fantasy writer C.E. Dorset, and I'm getting a little bit of a late start on recording these today because today is technically the first day after con. I've had a couple days since shore leave, but today's really the first day back because Monday I was at the in-laws house and couldn't really do much. In fact, I spent almost the entire day redoing the family business's website because reasons. But I got it done and it's up and it looks good, and we'll see what happens with that going forward. But yesterday was the voyage home and it was wonderful. We got home in one piece, had a fun time listening to music and hanging out with my husband for 14 hours in a car, which who doesn't love that? And today got up, did some artwork, which if you follow me on the interwebs, you will have seen. Got an idea of how to reboot the Patreon and reboot my writing in a very interesting way, and I'll be talking about that a lot more going forward. And basically spent all day working, well, most of the day working on that, then ordered out Chinese for lunch, and of course, it made me kind of sick. Not like sick, not like bad sick, just, where food is meant to nourish and make one stronger, it had the opposite effect. It made me feel gluggy and weighed down and wanting to sleep and hateful that I had eaten, which was not what I was going for when we ordered the food. So, yeah, finally kind of gotten myself back together and wanted to make sure that I recorded some stuff for you guys today because I really want to talk and I really want to chat. I hate to put it off for another day, but given my energy levels, the stories I have been promising you from con are probably going to be on tomorrow's podcast. I'll do them earlier and make sure that I have my energy levels under control. I'll try to do at least the first story before lunch tomorrow. That way I don't, should I food poison myself again, I'm not in this place of I don't have the energy to tell these stories that require energy. Yeah. If you are listening to this on the podcast feed, I want to say thank you. Very excited about the new podcast. I'm trying to get word out about it. I'm trying to find out what the RSS is so I can get all the original podcast listeners over here, because that's been a bit of an issue, and hopefully that will be resolved in the not too distant future. One of the things that I had a question about is for this episode, put the intro back on. That used to be a lot easier to do. I don't know why the clips button disappeared in the app, but it's not there anymore. So I have to actually log on with my laptop to put the podcast intro onto the podcast. So I would really like to know, do you guys want me to continue to do that? It's not like a lot of work or anything, and I put a lot of work into making the intro song, and I like the intro song, but it's yet another step in my day. Hopefully the clips button comes back and it becomes easy again, because I like doing it, because especially when you're listening to the live station at anchor.fm or in the Anchor app, it gives a fairly clear delineation between episodes when a new day starts because I'd like to put it in there at the beginning of a new day, and clips stay up on the live station for 24 hours. But I don't know. I'm curious. What do you guys think? Call in and let me know if you want to keep the intro or not. That would really help me with a lot of the decisions that are going on there. Wow, this is really a shop talk segment. Sorry about that. I promise it gets better. Okay, so I said I spent the morning making art. I did. The infamous hamburger story that I promise will be told probably will be told tomorrow on the podcast. Yes, it will be told tomorrow on the podcast. Has been an inside joke amongst those of us who were in attendance at shore leave. And one of the first things I wanted to do once I had access to my Wacom again was to actually make a Bob's Big Boy with Doc's face on it, that to celebrate the moment of the hamburger. And one of my other crewmates on the USS Sterling made an interesting statement and asked me if this was the first of the new Demerit Badges. And I really don't know. Okay, so once upon a time in a galaxy far, far away, I used to go to conventions and events with a bag full of Demerit Badges. I had a button maker, and I made up Demerit Badges for various activities, and they were for fun things. So, being too tipsy too early in the day, here's your Demerit Badge, and things like that. Most off-color story. Things of that nature. They were like merit badges that you would get at, being a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout or something like that, except for weird things at a convention. And, some of them were, for just awesome things. Like I used to have some best costume ones and whatnot. And I would kind of run around, and when I saw somebody who I felt earned one of the Demerit Badges, I would pull it out of my bag and just give it to them. And it was something I really enjoyed doing, and it was a lot of fun. And life intervened, and my button maker was stolen, and I moved cross country, and I stopped going to conventions for quite some time. And I got out of the habit of doing it. So this year, while holding court, the idea popped back into my head, and I started talking to people again about maybe bringing back the old Demerit Badges and coming up with a bunch of them and giving them away to people that have earned them. And so when I made the I Have Hamburger badge today and posted it online, I got the question, so is this the first Demerit Badge? And it might be, and it might also be the hardest Demerit Badge to actually earn, because it would be the badge that lets everyone know that you have done something that is so iconically hilarious, you self-memed yourself. So, yeah, I think I'll have to talk to Doc about it and get his permission, but, because I really did make it for him for a profile pic on Facebook. But I might have to turn this into the first Demerit Badge for self-meming. That you've done something to turn yourself into a meme. Congratulations, here's your Demerit Badge. And yeah, that might have to be a thing. And I think this could be a lot of fun. It would really kind of make my day. I'd have to come up with categories. Because like best costume definitely gets one, because there's quite a few I would have handed out for this year. Some really, really good ones that I would have handed out for this year. Best story. And by best story, I mean, we have this joke every year of who wins shore leave. And it's for that story that just, wow! You react in such a vehement way that it just kind of blows your mind, and you're happy that you were there to have heard it. And there were quite a few people that would have earned that badge this year. I can think of at least 3 people that at that point had the crowning achievement of best story, you win shore leave. And that would have been really cool to be able to pull out from a bag the best story Demerit Badge and give it to them. Whether they would have cared or not, I don't know, but it would have made me really happy, and I think it would have been cool. So what do you think? Should we bring back the Demerit Badges? I think we should. Call in, let me know.